See it?
No.
I'm sure fresh. There it is. You got it?
Alright, live on Wwa. No, I'm just logging in.
Live on Wwa.
Yeah, for some reason if I do it that way, I can log in better.
You see Cody and the purple?
Yeah.
Alright. I found our stuff, man. We'll stop the song.
Take two.
Take two.
Alright, just stop the song. You gotta log in.
No, it was the...
You just made the list.
Ah.
Found it.
Wondering where this was.
Woo.
I'm so excited.
It is. I love this one.
This is Wrestling with Attitude, sponsored by Attitude Broadcasting.
I do actually.
Ooh, yeah.
It's a little bit
With
mixed
your
with everything.
host, The Sons. He made a trash collector. He was
I still love
he
that
is
music.
better in the ring than Strowman is.
Well, they about to be gone, so.
Strowman's better than him. Just go to
I don't think it will.
Christian should be on TV
That's like
every
Matt Hardy.
single week. Vanguard won.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of those
Christian
rumors.
Little Steve.
They do it every week. It's like he's
Shameless plug.
doing it on
Can I
purpose.
say this? I'm sorry.
You know what? The other thing
Okay.
is,
You know the scaffold matches I like? I like the scaffold
NXT,
matches in ECW. where it's just a piece of
Oh, that is
plywood
right.
built by Ellsworth. I hate to say this, but Matt Hardy
I'm
is the
offset, I can
Marty
watch it.
Jannetty of the Hardy Boys. Come to
You're
Puerto
offset.
Rico.
Oh, it's a Sunday for Saturday.
Sunday at 7:30.
Dixie
Good
Carter,
awesome.
she can hug me all night
Oh,
long.
shoot.
Teddy
I'll have
Long
to check. I
would
think
the
so.
crown as a
Wow.
chance with her.
I think it's
am
during the All-Star game. I don't. It's not Saturday. I don't think.
Voice of
Oh,
Strowman.
Saturday.
It's on Saturday.
Sure, I thought it was Sunday.
QCB.
Yeah, I'll look.
The QCB has come back.
I don't know if they able to compete with the All-Star game.
To show John LaBeouf for WWE.
All right. Well,
You ready for? Welcome to Wrestling with Attitude on all of those great networks. Now it's no longer iTunes. It's actually Apple Podcasts.
Oh, fancy.
It is. It's that.
Fancy.
Anchor FM as well. I'm trying to think of any others.
Spreaker.
Yes, Spreaker.
There you go.
Yeah, it's on all of those great stations and channels. WWA Show on Twitter and WrestlingAttitude.com. You can catch us live each and every Tuesday at 6 o'clock. This week we started a little bit late because the hacksaw was coming in for my Mount Morn.
Hey man, you gotta work every once in a while, you know.
You work?
Got to earn the keep.
Yeah. I was up in Dallas, North Carolina.
You was in Dallas? Do you know where Dallas is?
Yeah, right next to Cleveland.
Right next to Denver.
Yeah, right next to Denver, right next to
Okay.
Cleveland.
Yeah,
Yeah,
between Cherryville.
Cherry.
It's in Cherryville.
Is that-
No,
is that
actually,
what we
Dallas
call
is close to Cherryville.
Cherryville?
What, Lincoln and Cherryville.
That's Lincoln.
No, Lincoln.
Lincoln.
No, Lincoln.
That's how you.
Lincoln.
And then you got Hickory.
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 Yeah, Hickory.
Hickory.
No, wow, you really
That's how you do it.
You really get the Hickory.
Yeah.
How many
You take the
colleges
C
you
and the
get?
K out of it.
How many colleges you getting in from Hickory?
Not actually many. I got a few from Dallas today, which was weird.
Oh.
Do
I didn't know our radio station went all the way up there, but that was fun.
Did you ask them if they like the Cowboys?
No.
You should.
No. Oh yeah.
You
'cause,
live in
yeah.
Dallas, you got like the Cowboys.
Oh hey, you live in Cleveland County. You like the Browns? Like
The Indians.
Stop.
Rather
Don't say
Indians.
Browns. They can't talk about doo-doo.
Oh.
Yeah, they could.
No, you can't. You can't talk about doo-doo. Is Candlelight showed up yet?
Nope.
Jeez, traitor.
It'll be a while.
Yeah, most likely. Anyway, welcome to today's show, Wrestling with Attitude, WWA show. Of course, joining me in the studio is Hacksaw and his. No, it's not Hacksaw anymore. We renamed you Otis.
No, we did not.
You're like the
I
third
don't
member
like
of
when
Henry
you come up
Mancini.
with like these things where we say we renamed you. No, you renamed.
I
That's
did.
the difference.
I did. It
You-
used to be Mount Carolinas. I had to redo that one. It's not
No,
Little
that-
Steve anymore.
Mount of Carolinas can still stay. I like Mount of Carolinas.
Yeah, I know.
I've got the voice.
I mean, you got something. It's not a great beard, that's for sure.
Hey, this is a great beard, okay?
Yeah.
I had to shave my coworker's beard today. He lost a
You had
bet.
to shave a coworker's beard?
He lost a bet, and yeah. He made a bad take about UNC and Duke, and I had to
What,
shave a
UNC 's
beard
gonna
on
win?
Facebook Live. Yeah.
Oh, alive, even better.
Yeah. Well, he said it was going to be a. He said it was going to be a bloodbath. He said Duke was going to dominate. They didn't dominate.
They did dominate. They won.
Yeah. Oh, stop.
What was the
We'll
spread?
get into that.
Yeah, the spread's like 10 points, so I expect them to blow them out too.
I was watching XFL at the time when they told me the game was still going.
By the way, that was great.
What? We're going to
the
talk
Yeah.
about it.
debut was awesome.
We're going to talk about that. So don't spoil it.
So
don't
this is
get
a wrestling. This is a wrestling show. We don't talk about
XFL
football.
is owned by a wrestling company.
Yeah. Is Jesse the Body Ventura involved? And is JR doing some commentating?
That's the good thing about it. Well, basically, he's doing the same thing he did 20 years ago now in
Oh.
AEW. So yeah.
Hang on.
I'm just saying.
I have never seen you. Like, what is your hatred for JR today?
It's not hatred. It's just.
He should have retired.
It's the same. Yeah. It's like.
Okay,
man.
who do you put in there? Who do you put in there?
Tony Schiavone, and then put somebody beside
I
him
think
to
he
be
needs
his
to
second
retire
guy.
too.
Tony's better than JR.
I thought I saw Taz one episode.
Taz is signed. Yeah. Taz
Okay,
is
I'm
there.
I'm not happy about that one, but
I just, JR, listen, he's been through a lot, first of all, losing his wife and stuff like that. I think he ought to be training the future. It's the same thing with Michael Cole. Michael Cole needs to go bye-bye.
yeah, well they screwed
kinda-
up on that.
Yeah.
They screwed up on that because they got rid of Vic Joseph and
Did they get rid of Vic Joseph
Yeah.
permanently?
yeah.
Okay. All right, hold on a second. Before we go any further, we got something we have to play for that. Let me find it. No, that's not it.
Take two.
No, that's not it.
I feel
Where
like
is
you
it?
just do this on purpose.
I'm trying to. That's not it.
Yeah, you
that
had to play the slap nut. You had to play the slap nut.
What? Yeah, I was looking for it.
That would have been a good one.
Okay, is that better? It's not that one. Where's the 18-year-old? You're talking about your 18-year-old virgin here.
That's not what you're gonna play.
I was looking for it. It's not on the screen. I gotta go back and redo this one. Nope, that's not it. Darn it! I gotta look at this board, man. Who did the board this week?
Guess and check. Just close your
No,
eyes.
it's not.
Yeah.
It's my intern. Who's my intern this year?
I don't know, but I'm getting tired of your returns. Keep
John?
messing up.
John? Yeah,
Yeah.
John. Get in here and fix the board.
Yeah.
You look
But
at it and
anyway,
laugh.
listen, but we got. Yeah, I'm looking for it. I'm gonna find it before it shows up. I told you I had to redo a bunch of things.
Okay. All
So
right.
we're restarting the show. Anyway, also you hearing little Steven, the two-time
go.
champion of his own fantasy league. Yeah, well, he won his own fantasy league 2 years in a row now.
Tell me when you're an 18-day champ, then talk to me.
18 day?
Yeah, remember? I was
No.
18-day champ once.
Yes, you were. in between pay-per-views, yeah, you were 18-day champion.
That counts.
But the two-time
in the record book.
champ, the Urban Nerds in the house.
What's going on, everybody? Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
No problem, man. Glad you're here. Of course, he hosts a show, Urban Outcasts,
Yep.
every Monday.
Every Monday night from
at
6
6.
to 8-ish. Talk everything,
I-
sports, sneakers, all the good stuff.
I like the ish. That's what we do on our show, too. 6 o'clock ish.
Mm-hmm.
I like the ish.
You get the
Ish.
content no matter what.
Yeah. We're like the Usos. One day ish.
Yeah, one day
One
ish.
day ish.
One day ish.
Ooh, that might be a tagline for my show.
One day ish. You should, man.
Come to the penitentiary.
That's good.
I might have to use that for us. Good call. Urban Outcast.
I don't know.
Welcome.
I'd watch out.
Welcome
Jimmy
to
or
the
Jay might sue
penitentiary.
you for that one. So.
Yeah.
Nah.
I got to know YouTube once, so.
Oh, here we go. This song?
It took you that long.
Good Lord, split you.
Oh, I miss you, Lattimore.
I did too. I miss Lattimore,
I
man.
miss you, Lattimore.
So he really got released, huh? Big Joseph got released
Well,
or
Replace.
He got replaced, so
Brian Sexton is back.
I think he
Come
went,
on.
He went down back to the performance center with
Dio?
yeah, and I mean it is what it is. I didn't think the guy was that bad, but what I think they should have done was they should have replaced Michael Cole. What Michael Cole should have been was just be like in charge in the back, and he's the guy that's speaking in the air, not Vince. he needs to be
Exactly.
the main guy
Exactly.
in the broadcast on both shows because he's already at both shows. We know that when he's not on SmackDown, he's in the back at Raw.
Right.
So I don't understand why you couldn't have just made who's the guy that who's it now on Raw?
Not Vic Joseph. Todd.
Phillips.
Yeah.
So you have Phillips on SmackDown and then have Vic on Raw. And then train those two to be the play-by-play guys.
Right, and they should be.
Yeah, I just don't understand why Michael Cole has to be on TV. It doesn't make sense. No one's asking.
To me, that's the same thing with JR being on AEW. He should
I agree with
backstage
you on that,
trying to get the younger guys.
And the same thing, I love the King, but
No.
I think it's time to go.
Yeah.
I think it's time to go, bud.
Hearing him talk, I heard a little bit last night. I was like, oh goodness.
Oh yeah.
What are you talking about?
When we get into the Becky and Shayna thing, yeah, he said a horrible line there. So he did. He went, "She a vampire?" It was horrible, horrible, man.
I think I saw him.
Why? Don't act like no. You can't just play something and be like, I don't know.
I don't know. It just showed up. Anyway, what you say on YouTube?
I saw the video of him talking on YouTube. Like, man, he's out of place now.
Yeah, he is. He is. I mean, like, I think King, like, on the pre-shows, I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's the perfect place for him. Perfect place for Booker, all those guys. But during the actual shows, during the pay-per-views, everything, they, like, bring in the young guys.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that's such a hard thing to do.
Like, I like Corey Graves personally. Like,
Oh, Corey's
I
great.
love Corey.
Yeah.
Corey's got a future in that company for a long time.
and I love the fact that he stepped down and stepped right into it like he could,
Yeah.
no problems.
Yeah, no, Corey's got a good future in that place. But I don't know, though. Like, besides Corey, I don't see Byron being there
Byron.
5-6 years down the road.
No.
I love Byron.
I don't know.
I feel he
He's
brings back
great.
like managers. He'll be a fun way to.
I think he would be a great manager kind of thing, but I don't know about commentary.
Yeah.
He's great. He's like Jonathan Coachman to me.
Yeah, but I feel like Jonathan Coachman, maybe because Jonathan Coachman was a heel and he could just say whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
I guess that's why he worked better. I don't know.
And I feel Coach had more personality too.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
Byron's kind of like a stick. I mean, I say that, but
I mean, maybe he'll get better. I don't know. I mean, maybe he will.
what I think with him and Corey together, Corey helps him a lot too.
Yes, I agree with that. And I know Samoa Joe was not going to stay there, but man, I liked Samoa Joe on commentary. I thought it was great.
It caught me off guard. I'm like, what's
Yeah.
that?
If you're gonna do it, and I know they can't do it right now, but if CM Punk, if he doesn't come back to wrestle yet, I'd love to see him as a commentator on
Yeah.
Fox.
Oh,
I think Fox wants it, but
Yeah, they want. Oh yeah, they want.
Fox wants it.
Yeah, they do, but they're not in control of that.
Yeah.
So.
Not at all.
That's true. But yeah, let's go to the first thing I want to talk about. WrestleMania 37 will be at SoFi Stadium in LA on Sunday, March 28th.
Oh great, we're going back to Hollywood.
We're going to Hollywood again. They haven't been there
Let's
since
bring some
2013.
vignettes back. Let's do all the
Car chase.
cheesy movies that we did.
That was
Bring it
great. The
back.
Braveheart thing.
I like the posters. That was cool.
The posters.
The posters were cool.
The trailers were cool.
Yeah, I like the trailers.
Yeah.
Just
Except A Few Good Men. I hated that one.
Yeah.
That was great.
The one with Cena and JBL was horrible.
Well, JBL's horrible.
I mean,
He had his moments.
to each his own with JBL. But speaking of, because I know we talked about it last week on Hall of Fame, when is that guy going in?
JBL?
Yeah, he's going in. I
Yeah.
just don't
This year?
win.
Maybe.
Uh.
No.
Well, I read
I don't
something.
think he's gonna be able. Go ahead.
Well, I read something that they're keeping the. It looks like they're going to keep those secret right now. So the two that they said are going in, but they're going to kind of wait until close to the end. They kind of want to do what Fox did this year with the NFL Hall of Fame, or what NFL did of like surprising the inductees.
Well, how you surprised me not?
I know. I don't get that either. I really don't get that. But I don't know how you're going to do that.
JBL's in the locker room. Hey, guess what?
Yeah. That doesn't make any sense.
Why is he
but-
here? Then you're like, oh, okay.
Or
Yeah.
like MVP is probably a good bet this year.
You think MVP's going in?
Dude, we've talked about this. The Bushwhackers went in.
Oh yeah, but
Coco
Rikishi
Beware.
went in.
No.
Coco Beware went
I
in.
get that, but not yet. I mean, the guy still got his career. Like
No,
this is.
he's 42, 43. He even said last night he's
I can
done.
see next year. I just don't know about.
He could. I'm just
I
saying.
just don't know about this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't think of MVP yet. Like I think eventually, yeah. I mean, because like he did a lot in the wrestling.
That him and Matt Hardy series is great. Yeah.
I mean, he did. I just don't see it yet. Like I don't know. It just seems too soon to me. But heck, I mean,
When
Edge.
is he supposed to go in? When he's dead?
Who?
No. I mean, Edge seemed too soon, but that was a different story. Batista, even in my opinion, seemed too soon. I understand why they're doing it because they're in Tampa, but I think they could have waited a few years for him. Goldberg could have waited a few years.
Did you
for
wait
him.
a few years? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
You waited?
no, but what I'm saying is,
You're saying you waited?
you know, I hate your jokes. You're just
I
waiting.
mean-
You're just waiting to do.
He's
I
ready.
was
He
waiting.
had a button ready.
God.
I mean, you know, you just hit puberty. I get it.
Do you listen when I talk?
No, really.
I just wanted to make sure.
This is I miss doing a show with you. It's been a while.
Oh,
I mean,
like,
now I got all these
yeah,
weird
I make a good point. It's like, oh, what'd you say? Oh, I have a joke for that.
No, you do make that good.
I don't know. But my whole thing is like,
James, by the way, we're not gonna make it through a whole show. This is just what we do every time.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So
So like
It's normal.
this is normal.
Yeah.
No, it was like with like even with Goldberg and stuff. I think they could have waited. Like we talked about it. Like you don't have many of these guys left that are like main eventers for like the Hall of Fame. So why not drag it out a little bit? Because like I mean, what do you have to look forward to in the Ruthless Aggression era? You have John Cena and you have Randy Orton. I can't think of anyone else right now. No, as headliners. I mean as headliners, as guys that'll be the last one to talk to that night.
Sheamus? Oh, that wasn't.
That's a little after the aggression.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess.
No,
I
it
mean,
was after. Batista? Oh, yeah, already going.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar?
But he's
Yeah.
still.
That's Ruthless Aggression.
Yeah.
Because they all went through OVW.
But that's it. And
sometime.
JBL. I could see JBL as a.
JBL.
I think they wait till WrestleMania go back to Texas to put him in.
JBL.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to do it in Texas for him. Yeah.
Like,
Same thing with Undertaker.
New York. He's actually
Yeah,
New York.
yeah,
now.
New York.
Yeah.
But he ain't gonna be in Europe for a while now, so.
Yeah. If you're gonna do it, I would
Sure.
like, cause I think that's where the Undertaker's gonna go in when they go back to Texas.
Yeah.
They're putting Undertaker in. I think they're just kind of waiting.
You think so?
Well, I don't think Undertaker wants to retire.
Well, I mean,
So
Yeah.
when he dies, that's when he'll go in.
God.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's sad, but it might be true.
As long as it, yeah. Nah, he'll go in definitely at some
Oh,
point.
absolutely.
But WrestleMania being in LA again, I mean, it's been a while, dude. 20.
I think that's when The Rock goes in.
Yeah, I can see that.
If he's done, if he truly is done, I think that's where.
Why does that matter?
It doesn't.
Why does it matter?
It don't matter these days.
I mean,
No,
it doesn't matter. They come back for another run.
Well, I think
Look at-
Edge came back for the run because he didn't want to quit. But I think with like, okay, I'll give you that because of Kurt. Because of Kurt
Not
Angle.
just Kurt. Everybody now does it.
Batista.
It's like the trend.
Well, Batista did it
Batista
after.
did
After,
it.
that's right, that's right.
Yeah.
But they all kind of do it now where, you know, look at Ric Flair wanted to wrestle 13 more years.
Ric Flair.
He's smart. No.
Ric Flair wrestled after he was in the Hall of Fame because he went
Twice.
to TNA because WWE told him, hey, we can't have you wrestle.
Booker T. I mean, Kevin
Yeah.
Nash. I mean, they a lot of them do it today.
Yeah. I haven't seen Kevin Nash since he's.
Oh, he's done now.
Oh,
I
no,
saw-
he's done.
I saw a
because
picture of him
it's-
recently. Yeah, he
Oh, he
looks.
can't do it. Yeah.
I mean, he's been working out, but he's doing a lot of acting.
Speaking of another guy, Lex Luger, he's still not in.
Oh wow.
You never
That's
know.
not happening. I hate to tell you, not until
Never
he's dead.
Never say never.
Listen, that's not going to happen now. He's going to be dead, I think, when that happens.
How
Or
was Luke?
comes-
Early 60s.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's still in the wheelchair.
Yeah, he looks.
He's, you know, the whole Elizabeth thing. He's not going in for a while, and he's not well liked by wrestlers.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the most hated guys I think in wrestling,
That's what people said
especially
about
with
Warrior.
Elizabeth. Warrior
Got
amended a
Yeah.
bunch of those.
Yeah.
He got those relationships fixed.
before he passed. Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
Luger might.
look-
You never know. Might. But I understand right now, not knowing, yeah, he probably isn't going in, but oh no.
No, I mean, at some point, you know, he might be a narcissist and band it together.
Making good points here, James. Making
Mhm.
great points.
What? Huh?
I hate you.
You hate doing shit, don't you? Anyway, XFL returned this weekend. You talking
What?
about exciting? Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
my
I loved
gosh.
it.
I never
I-
know.
I like the kickoff.
I like the kickoffs. I
Yeah.
love the interviews. Hey, what happened to that?
You
oh,
threw a
the
pick
kicker?
6. What happened?
What happened to that kicker that you missed the kick? I missed it. What you want to tell you?
Did they have one play, I think, on Sunday where Aikman and Pat McAfee almost got ran over?
Yes. Oh, that was great. And then
Really?
McAfee, their punter kicked it to the goal line, and his play by was great. It was
Oh, McAfee.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot McAfee's doing play.
Oh, man, it is.
That's good.
McAfee's awesome.
No, McAfee needs to be doing it. If you're gonna get like other play-by-play guys, that's who you need to go for. You need to go for those radio personalities. And
Yeah.
then in the
I want to see Joe Tessamore.
Tessitore?
Tessitore.
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
to see him, Rob Griggle, and Pat McAfee do
God.
football games.
I don't know if I could do a whole game with Rob Riggle.
Well, no, just
Can
watch.
Rob do a whole game?
Yeah,
That's the
that
problem.
too. That too.
He can sidetrack us.
Some of the other news: The Rock's 18-year-old daughter Simone signs with WWE.
Yeah,
I like it.
good. I
I
mean,
I just hope that the pedestal won't be too high because where her dad is.
That's one of the things.
it will.
Yeah.
Only because like his pedestal was high too because of Rocky Johnson.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen, but I don't think that's a problem. I think I think she'll be fine. I think
Yeah.
I do too.
one. I mean, I think she's in okay hands, and someone's gonna train her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like no one's gonna like leave her.
Hank, like out the
Yeah,
drive.
yeah, like she's gonna get trained properly
Like-
because of who her dad
Yeah, and
is.
she's
that's
only
okay.
and she's only 18, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
so
she's
she's got time.
Yeah.
Like I say, stay in that performance center for like a year or two, and then debut when you're 20 or something.
Yeah.
Like I would wait just because right now with the 4 horsewomen and all that, I think wait until they're a little bit older and bring her in.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. Bringing her in kind of as that like next level
And you
would
know,
be really good.
yeah. Then you got I think Brock's daughter, who can
Son.
son too. Yeah.
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 Is it daughter too?
You got a
Oh,
daughter. That's
Sable's-
his daughter is.
Oh,
That's
Sable's
the
daughter.
daughter.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, we got.
She got Brock looks though,
She's-
so
Oh,
yeah, and
boy.
she's what is she like?
she's like a shot put champion in college right now.
Yeah, because I know that.
But I can see her and her Rock daughter maybe coming up together and
I could.
taking over slowly.
Ooh.
Yeah, you saw the picture. It's
Looks
Brock's
like-
daughter.
Hey man, she's athletic. What do you expect?
You want to say it to her face?
Yeah. Hey.
Looks like Mooch from League of Their Own.
Whew.
Oh,
Right.
it's definitely Brock's daughter. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, it's definitely Brock's daughter.
Sable, what happened?
Brock.
Yeah. Mark Miro.
Bless her heart. Oh. Right, I can't, dude. Oh.
New
yeah.
topic?
Oh. Yeah. Woo.
You going to more pictures? That's scary.
No, I was trying to get off the pictures.
Yeah, she's.
It's like, ooh.
It's Brock. Can't deny that one.
Nothing wrong with it.
Something just hit my mouth.
Oh my gosh. This is the part of the show where the summit can't do the show because
I'm done.
he's done because of he saw one picture.
I expected something a little bit. I mean,
She's-
Sable's daughter.
Hey, boy, it was Brock's.
Yeah, but that's the
Those-
thing. If
those
they bill
fish from
her,
the north, huh?
but if they bill her right,
What?
like if she actually wants to get into wrestling and stuff like
Hey,
that,
she got look. Well,
God, you could do a lot with that. Yeah, you could.
yeah.
She could be that next, like, I mean, kind of what they try to do with Nia Jax. Unfortunately,
The ACL injury. Yeah.
working right now.
She's got
unfortunately.
both knees that have to be replaced.
I know
She'll
that's
be
just
back.
terrible, man.
But
No, I think she'll be back, but I don't know when.
But and don't forget, you got Steven Seagal's daughter. I'll show you a picture.
Is she actually
Watch
wanting
her.
to go into wrestling though?
Yeah, she's at
Okay.
the performance center.
Okay, I didn't know she was going into wrestling or if she was going into, because I know she was doing some other stuff too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know she also wanted to follow his footsteps in like police work and stuff too. So.
Yeah. So it's
There's a lot of stuff that I heard about her. So. But that's good. No, I mean that's awesome. But I mean I think that's what you're gonna see for the next few years. You're gonna see these second generation superstars come up, and I think that's great.
Well,
I think that's
fourth.
perfect. Well,
Fourth superstar.
technically, yeah, fourth, but I mean, like, of The Rock and
And
of
Brock
that.
and yeah.
Yeah, like, I think you're going to see all these next up-and-comers, and I think that's great. So I can't wait to see that in the men's division, too. Like, I mean, you got a bunch of, I know Razor Ramon's kid is looking into, wanting to get
Okay.
into it.
Still,
Yeah.
he's been on the independent scene forever. Cody.
And you got Brian
Pillman Jr.
Pillman's kid.
Yeah, he's.
It was
you
really
got
awesome.
Yeah, he's over in
MLW?
Finley, Dave Finley.
Yeah, Dave.
That's over in New Japan.
See, he needs to be in
tag.
Power. They need to be in Power. They need to be NWA Power.
I don't know anything about it.
Well, it's great. Marty Scroll's there, so it's cool.
It's pretty. It's kind of an old school feel to it.
It does. It's got a nice old school feel, but it's like they basically take they wrestle and then they do like a segment where a wrestler comes out, talks some junk, and then they go back to the ring.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. I actually like how they do
It's
that.
kind of like Dave's Saturday Night back in the day.
Yeah,
I do like
it's like
it.
that Mid-Atlantic feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And
what
like-
I've seen of it, I do like it.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep up with it. You got
Yeah.
Stu Bennett. You know, Wade.
Stu
Wade
Bennett, bless his heart. Hey, you got Mooney too, okay? He's there too. Sean Mooney.
Sean Mooney.
Sean Mooney's back.
I never forget Stu Bennett on Lucha Underground, the last episode
Oh
ever.
my God.
I was like, oh.
I didn't know Stu Bennett was still alive. I'm sorry. I didn't know he was still alive because it's been so long since Stu Bennett's really done anything.
Because I just remember
What?
Lucha Underground season finale. He was like the
Oh, he was
The
he
guy.
was that guy, yeah. He was the
And-
mysterious dude.
yeah, and then they went belly up.
Do you know who Stu Bennett is?
Yeah.
Do you think he was one of the Hearts?
No. No, but he is old.
He's not that old.
I mean,
Like mid-30s?
He's mid-30s, man. You don't remember Nexus
But does he want to
came
wrestle
out?
still? Like I haven't.
Right. I don't know if he's
Oh,
still
Wade
wrestling.
Barrett, yeah.
Who do you think we were talking about?
I thought you guys were talking about the other announcer that's not Sean Mooney. The
Stu
other
who?
No, there's another dude there. He's the guy who interviews
Oh, you
them.
talking about NWA Power?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't watch it on a weekly basis. That's up to you.
Is Wade Barrett actually in NWA Power?
Yes, he was doing the announcing. I
Yeah.
thought.
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
When's the last time you saw the show?
It's been about 2 weeks.
So we do a wrestling show where you gonna do NWA Power. You ain't
Yeah.
seen the NWA Power in
I
a
didn't
week.
say I was going to do it. We just don't.
Oh, funny. He's executive
Executive producer.
Really?
for NWA.
Good.
That makes sense now. Wow,
And
He's
he's-
a smart guy.
He's actually be 40 this year.
He's 40.
Wow.
Hey, he's not that old, though. I mean, listen.
I just didn't know he was still wanting to wrestle though. I thought he was actually
thought
wanting
he
to do
was-
more backstage
yeah.
stuff because he's talked about that. Because he says like he can't do it anymore because of like, I think he had like what was it him or am I thinking of someone else with a neck injury?
I think you're talking about something else.
Okay.
But he couldn't do it anymore after.
Or
the
his shoulder.
Yeah, he had a real bad shoulder.
That's it. Yeah, because he was always out like because he had the shoulder problem, right?
Yeah.
Because the Bad News Barrett thing didn't last long because he had a shoulder injury. Remember that?
I love
Well,
it.
I don't act like you don't. You love the Bad News
I
Barrett.
know.
You
I like
loved
the
it.
Bad News Barry.
Especially when he went on that like on the cherry picker.
Oh, that was
all
awesome.
the way
That was
up.
awesome.
That was kind of cool.
That was amazing. So, I was thinking King Barrett back in the day.
Oh, King Barrett. King Barrett was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Some other news, in case you didn't notice, they are doing, y'all have to help me with this, 2 WAG Trophy Gauntlet match announced for Super Showdown.
I saw. I didn't know.
What the?
What is that?
It's like
TUWAI.
a gauntlet match, kind of like similar to the Greatest Royal Rumble theme, I guess. Like it's a trophy for Saudi Arabia.
All right.
Is it? I saw it was AJ Styles.
R-Truth. Go ahead. It was R-Truth,
AJ Styles, Rusev. I thought I saw.
Rusev, Andrade, Mrs. Flair, Mr. Flair, Bobby Lashley, and Eric Rowan. First ever.
You know, one day you're not
2
going
what?
to be able to call him Mr. Flair.
No, if I ever have him on the radio show, I will call him Mr. Flair. Tell me Andrade.
Yeah, well, no, I'm
Okay.
saying like they'll probably be broken up or something. I mean,
You know, actually, I met them together at a race.
Did you?
Oh wow.
Charlotte Flair drove one of the pace cars at Coca-Cola.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Oh yeah, I
And-
forgot they were dating at that point. Weren't
Yeah,
they?
and he was there, and I was like, "Oh, hey, I know you." And he was pretty cool.
Yeah. Does he speak okay English? Because from everything I've seen,
He
like,
didn't
all of
really
his,
speak.
he doesn't actually speak much.
No, and I don't
Okay.
think he does because like they when you see them on Twitter, it's
Yeah.
a lot of different language. So
Yeah, because I know he can speak, but it's just he doesn't like. Because even when they did like the ride along and stuff, he doesn't really speak much.
When he did it with Vega, it was mostly Vega that taught. He taught some, but yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, but it's funny. I saw him, and he has a personal assistant with him, with her personal assistant helping him out and stuff. So.
Yep. Mr. Candlelight says, sorry he's late. He asked if he missed much. No, you haven't.
You have. We're getting ready to end this segment. You missed the whole first segment.
Yeah.
So Tuwag is a mountain in Saudi. It's in Saudi Arabia.
What, like King of the Mountain for the tag team?
Yes, but it's a King of the Mountain. That's the reason it said mountain. I was trying to figure out why it said mountain.
Well, hey, look, they tried this at Impact. I don't think we should try no King of the Mountain.
King of the Mountain was great, man. I mean, you got eliminated. Then you had to get back in the ring, then climb the ladder, then you got thrown down the ladder.
Hey, you
basically had to get Scott Steiner to explain the math.
With Peter Williams laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So, any other news you guys may have? You want to talk about really before we go into Soundoff next segment?
No.
All right. Well, what we'll do is we'll take a short break, come back, and we will go into. Where's the song at? I gotta find a song for Steve because he's been dying to hear it.
Come on, you don't need to play other songs for me.
I do, man. I've got to play other songs for you.
No. It's gonna be a song I don't like. Whenever he goes, he's dying to hear it. That means I don't want to hear it.
Usually that's 100% true. But I'm gonna have to go with the easy one for you. Yeah. All right, we'll go with this one. All right, you're listening to Wrestling with Attitude.
All right, that means you gotta play Jimmy Yang Wang coming back or whatever.
I got to find that one again.
I'm no star to fight.
Jimmy Yang Wang.
Dude, that guy, he owns a party bus now.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Of course he does. He owns a party bus. Why am I not surprised?
That's the guy I want to see return at the Rumble.
Yeah. Everybody's going to be like, who's this guy?
Yeah, that's
Remind me. I don't remember this guy.
It's been, 10 years since?
Yeah.
Give or take?
Has it been that long?
And then I think Luke Gallows needs to come back as Festus and see if anybody realizes.
Vince would do it to him too if you do something stupid.
No, he'll make him come back as fake Kane.
Wait.
That was horrible.
That was pretty bad. So, alright, top 5. Okay, we'll go around the room for a top returns.
Okay. I'll just piggyback off yours on the top 5. I did a little bit. I just don't know if I can come up with 5. Man. I've got Triple H in mind. That's really it. That's the big one I want to talk
Well, I mean, which Triple H? You got like 4.
Oh, the 2002.
Yeah,
Not Royal Rumble 2014 where he won the belt. Okay, we're not talking about that one.
And it did caught me off guard. I wouldn't say that.
Oh, it was cool. Like, I didn't hate the idea. I was on board of it because I was like, this is cool. But then, the only reason I hated it was because, like, no one cared for the match because it was so predictable what was going to happen.
The only cool part was AJ Styles came.
Now that one, yeah. But are we talking returns or shocking surprises?
You can do returns and things.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be.
So I'm thinking injuries.
There's no limitation.
Got it. Cool.
I can throw some out there. I won't say what Rock said.
I want to say the Diesel one, but like he didn't really return. He just returned in the wrong
Cameo.
Yeah, that one was cool. That pop in Detroit. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I went back and watched that one the other day, and I was like, I didn't realize how big of a pop it was. I was like, wow.
You gotta do that. That's cash-ins or something like that.
Yeah, because he's never done. I mean, he never did the Diesel thing for the longest time. And he came back.
And when the crowd knew when they heard the music.
Yeah. Oh no, they heard the truck, and they were like, everyone's.
Because I couldn't hear it when we watched it initially. I'm like,
nah.
Then I saw heard the horn. Oh, okay, okay.
And then you just see him come out with his glove, and it's like, oh god.
They would put that glove on though. But
He hasn't put it on since like 1995.
Might be the same glove too.
Yeah, WWE had it in the back for him, ready to go.
The squeeze.
That's what I think it was with Morrison. I think like I watched his James. I watched his 24 by the way.
Morrison?
Yeah, that was awesome. I think they actually had his jackets and stuff still like in a trunk for him. Like they brought him his jackets or whatever. I don't think it was his.
I believe it because
I think so.
Like that's crazy. I'm like, wow, okay. Because I mean, he kept that character going everywhere, didn't he?
he was in Lucha Underground with it.
Who's this guy? Never heard of him.
What were you talking about then?
Is this Salty Pirate?
No, go ahead. Y'all were talking about the other one.
Oh, Morrison.
Yeah.
Oh, the other John. What? Are they all the same?
No,
people?
okay, here we go. I was looking for a song real fast.
Okay.
A couple songs actually.
Now, are we doing returns from this WWE or we do?
It can be.
All right, I just want to make
It
sure.
can be in this.
Be right back.
Alright. Oh, you take your medicine?
Yeah.
Alright, hurry up. We're gonna try to do everything in the morning.
Okay.
I know one tonight like personally was Mr. Perfect in the Royal Rumble. That was cool.
That was awesome.
Cause he was the final four, right, in that Rumble.
That year he was.
Cause when did he pass away? Like 04, 05?
I was actually getting, that was, I gotta look it up. I think it was like four.
Cocaine, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I wish Curtis Axel could do a little better.
Do what?
I wish Curtis Axel could have did a little better being.
Me too. Cause he had it going, and then
Once he joined Paul Heyman, I thought it was good. And he was kind of out of shape too.
he had a, he trained a lot of those guys.
Really?
Yeah. Like The Rock, and he did a lot of those guys.
I know that.
Yeah, he flew to The Rock's house to help train him for John
Returns?
Cena's match,
Okay.
which I thought was awesome.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, he was like he does a lot of the training to help. He's gonna be a really good like coach when he retires and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Steve, hurry up here. Let's see, bring this over.
I'm trying to think who his return I liked. Mr. Perfect for me.
Oh, here we go. There's that one.
I like Seth Rollins' return.
I'm gonna pull some other ones. Which one?
Seth Rollins when he pedigree Roman Reigns got to.
I did too. I like that one.
Cause it. Who else?
Let's see.
Can I say Sting? But he never really left.
Yeah, you can say Sting. Did I add that one? Yeah, I did.
They had a video on YouTube, Sting's like World Championship belts.
Oh, they did?
Like all his World Championship victories. It was pretty. I didn't realize how over he like.
Sting?
Oh my goodness.
Dude, oh my god, back in the 90s. What was I looking up for this? Come on, Steven. Oh, this wasn't my deal. News or fun? I'm trying to think some overall returns. Okay, here we go. Most epic return. Matt Hardy, 2005.
Remember with Edge,
Oh yeah.
and that's when he got a little more. I wouldn't say serious, but just the whole legal thing was going on. Cause did he return during a rated or no? Was that?
Shawn Michaels joins NWO 2000. That was so good.
Shawn Michaels
Ooh.
Elimination Chamber.
The Undertaker, Judgment Day 2000.
You know what I like? I think it was underrated. Kane returning to Raw with Paul Bearer
That was a good one.
when he had to fight DX with Tori.
Ooh, the Ric Flair one. Alright.
Which Ric Flair one?
When they were in Charlotte and he became 50%
Ah, that's right.
Dude, that was huge because I was there 2000, I think.
Mm-hmm. Which one did I like?
2001, actually. Sorry. He didn't wrestle at that time.
He was more like,
came back.
yeah.
But
That's when they first started doing draft, right?
Ultimate Warrior WrestleMania 7. That wasn't that huge. Matt Hardy 05. Attacked Edge in 05. That wasn't like top 10.
No, it wasn't. But I guess the whole real life leader thing made it.
Sting returned against Razor Scott Hall. 07 was Jericho when he came back.
Well, who?
07.
Okay.
07. All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right, I got your song ready to go.
All right. So we'll do your 5 to my 5, then talk about it. Then 4
Yep.
4 talk about it.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
And we can do any. Well, I'll go through the list and let y'all add any y'all want to.
Okay. Yeah. You want to do your? Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll do 5. You do 5. We'll go back and forth. All right, here we go.
And I try my best to keep it different too to make it fun.
Yeah.
Come on, Billy and Chuck. Candlelight, this is for you, buddy.
It's not. I just want you to know it's not.
It is. It's all for Candlelight, man. He loves this song. Just wait till.
Join the clown trained Christian. That's a fact.
Just wait. I'm going to play your favorite song later.
He already did.
No, I'm getting ready to. It is not three-man band, but it is the three. Who? You know which group?
I know.
WCW.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Hurricane to rejoin the group.
Never gonna happen.
You just made the list. This is Wrestling with Attitude, sponsored by Attitude Broadcasting. Ooh, yeah. With your host, The Summit. You made a trash collector, Enzo. He is better in the ring than Strowman is. Don't tell me Strowman is better than him. Just go to Portland order. Christian should be on TV every single week. Vanguard 1 does time travel. Christian is Hall of Fame. Little Steven, mouth of the Carolinas.
Shameless plug. Can I say this? I'm sorry, okay? You know the scaffold matches I like? I like the scaffold matches in ECW where it's just a piece of plywood built by Ellsworth. I hate to say this, but Matt Hardy is the Marty Jannetty of the Hardy Boys. Come to Puerto Rico. JBL. Dixie Carter, she can hug me all night long. And in law, but if Frank the Clown has a chance with her, I am definitely in the list.
Voice of Charlotte, the QCB. Finally, the QCB has come back to the Wrestling with Attitude show. John LaBeouf for WWE. The Rings. Horrible marine movies that John Cena's doing. I'd rather see Kevin Bacon new.
Follow us on Twitter at WWA Show. Catch our shows at WrestlingWithAttitude.com. Listen to us on Stitcher, iTunes, and Spreaker. Welcome to Wrestling with Attitude. Of course, I'm your host, The Summit. Join me in the studio as each and every week is the mouth of the Carolinas, Little Steven. Go ahead.
No, that's it. That's all. I just had to clear my throat.
And join us in the room this week is one of our special guests, the Urban Nerd from Urban Outcast.
Well, what's going on, everybody? Glad to be back in here. Glad to have me.
I like that. That's a good.
The two-time champ of his own fantasy football league.
Hey, you was in it too.
I know. First year. I wasn't the commish.
Hey, don't blame the guy who made a trade with me. We both made a championship.
Yeah.
That's true.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I'll put that later. All right. We are sponsored by Attitude Broadcasting. We put attitude in broadcasting.
Broadcast it.
Wow, thank you for helping out.
Good timing.
And we're at the Connecticut School of Broadcasting, where you can work to make your dreams come true. 1-800 TV Radio. And matter of fact, there's a studio tour happening right now, so come on.
Yeah, get in here and learn something.
Yeah.
That's right. We can teach you a lot. Anyway, we got a lot to go. We've got some things to go over real fast. First thing we talked about was wrestling news. Candlelight finally showed up, so we appreciate you showing up on time, sir. One of our biggest fans is here when he gets here. I don't know if you're on UK time, you know.
Fair enough.
He's on that tea and crumpet time over there.
Biscuits?
No,
Biscuits
well,
and
yes. There's no gravy over there. They call it tea and crumpets, okay? And
Go ahead. Go
it's
ahead,
tea
Paige.
time over there.
Go ahead, Paige.
What?
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm Paige, and I like to wrestle. That's Paige. She sounds like
That's
Mrs.
not Paige.
Doubtfire.
What shit? You everything
She
you
does.
do. Say
Hey
like
there,
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Paige there. Like, I mean, it's her.
Now I think about it, and you say that.
See? See?
All right. So this week we have our top 5, which is top 5 returns. Next week I think we're gonna do best couples, and we'll actually do 2 next week. Best couples, and with the return to VIP Lounge.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, top wrestling talk shows of all time. For example, it can be WWE, AEW, which doesn't have one yet, WCW, the Funeral Parlor, Barbershop, Piper's Pit. I mean, whatever you want, whatever you think's the best.
KO show.
The Peep Show, of course, is
That
gonna be
was
the
good.
one.
That's good. The KO show was pretty funny.
It wasn't the Peep Show, but it was good. The Cutting Edge.
The Peep Show.
Dirt sheet.
You know, that was
Dirt
actually
Sheet
pretty
was
good.
good.
this past week.
Yeah.
It was fun because it was joking around and
Yeah, that's all it was. Yeah.
That's very true. But let's go into our segment we always do. Our top 5 is Soundoff. All right, so this week's Soundoff is, like I said, top 5 returns. Me and Little Steven are kind of sharing the list because
That's what we do,
made the
right?
list. Yeah. We are going to start with me and Urban Nerds and go over our top 5s. Number 5 for me. Okay. Number 5 for me is going to be Ric Flair 2001 when they were in Charlotte. He came back as part owner of WWE. It was before the first draft. I was there in the arena. That was, oh my, the feel in that arena, because it's Charlotte and everything else, it was just amazing.
Yeah, that was a good one. It was, especially where it was, and really of the timing of it all. Like that is the one thing I kind of hate of that era. I really wish when WCW folded, everyone would have came over the next month. You know what I mean?
they
Not
kind of
like
staggered.
yeah, not almost a year later, you know, or 8 months later. But it was still cool to see his return. I mean, that was shocking. Nobody saw that coming.
Yeah.
Well, this was before WCW was bought out. I thought this was before it was bought out.
No, this was after. This was actually after the
Alliance.
folded. Remember, because he bought
The
bought a
loser.
share in
Yeah.
it. Yeah, and it was literally the night after it folded, and he comes out and boom, and he's like, "We're partners, buddy."
But you could have done that before, but that's the problem is they didn't do it before.
Nah, see, I think it would have been cooler if they did it before, and he
Half,
brings
yeah.
in like the NWO and all that.
It
That
made
would
more
have been
sense.
that would have been the way
Well,
to
no,
do it.
it made sense at the time because Shane bought the company.
Yeah,
But the problem was is they had no superstars besides
Nah.
Booker T to say, hey, they had to do freaking Jugs Mahoney
well,
or
Mark Jindrak.
Mark
Just
Jindrak.
Mahoney. I think they also didn't know where they were going because they didn't know how long the contracts were because those contracts were ironclad contracts.
Ironclad.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Okay.
contract.
All right, Bioni.
Bioni is a true word.
Yeah, for sure. In the Urban Dictionary.
Slagator.
That-
Slano.
What does that mean? No, that's you. Slido is you.
Slido's
Everything
me.
is you.
Where is Rhino and Sly? The Sly Gator.
No. But that's the thing. Like, I think they didn't know where the contracts were, and those guys could just sit at home. They didn't. They weren't going to come work for free.
Yes.
There was no reason.
Well, we've talked about this. It was so disorganized with this whole thing because they couldn't
Yeah.
get Sting. All right, that was number one thing.
Well,
They
Sting
couldn't
didn't-
get Sting.
Sting
Sting
wasn't.
wasn't.
He wasn't
Sting
gonna come.
wasn't coming. You couldn't get Macho Man. You couldn't get.
National Hall.
You got DDP, but you got a watered down version of DDP.
That was awful with him.
You got.
You just got to. God, that character could have been so much better if they did it right.
Well.
Because then some of those guys went to TNA. It's like some went here, some went to TNA at the time.
Right.
TNA was starting to came to them say up and coming.
Yep. Yeah, because TNA started becoming the more like all the guys that
We're in WCW.
knew they didn't have a chance at WWE, like AJ Styles, who was on the WCW
Yep.
contract before they got bought out. he went to Impact. And Jared knew he was never going to get to go to WWE at that time. Jeff Jarrett. Yeah.
You said Jared.
Jared.
No, it's Jared.
Yeah.
You said Jared.
No, there was a T.
Like you going to Jared's Jewelry.
No, there was a T. There was a T.
It sounded like you said Jared.
Well, get that wax out.
Like Subway.
Get the wax out.
Subway Jared.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah,
we don't talk about that.
let's do my 5 now, kid.
All right, Botus. All right. Well, we can't call you Otis, so we just call you Botus.
Like, how do you come up with words?
Really?
It's on the fly.
Yeah, it is. It's the summit. Yeah.
Stop, Mr. Candlelight. Now
What's
he's
he
making it a thing. Hashtag Jared.
Summit service.
That's a real thing over here, okay? We have jewelry stores called Jared's.
And we also have a Subway guy. Don't look him up anymore. Don't look him up, I'll tell you. All right, so I got.
He also said hashtag human tornado.
My number 5 good one I didn't think about, Mick Foley in 04 Royal Rumble.
That was a good one.
That one was great, yeah.
Because he went against Randy Orton at that time, was a legend killer.
Yeah, and that one lasted for a while too.
Yeah,
lasted for a minute.
So I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't think about that until this, and I was like, wait a minute.
That's a very good one.
Because didn't Randy Orton knock him out? Like,
yes.
And I felt the time was just real cool. I forgot what wrestler it was that got knocked out in the Rumble, and Stone Cold was a GM at the time and told him to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. That was a great one.
And it was underrated because he came as Mick Foley. And I like the fact, can I say, when he went from Mankind to Cactus Jack on Triple H, I thought that was good.
Oh, I loved it.
Oh, I love that. When Cactus Jack came to WWF at the time in 1997?
98?
Yeah, right in the Garden. Yeah.
Because he like just took the mask off and everything. I thought,
yeah, that was awesome.
Number 4 for me is Brock Lesnar 2012 against John Cena.
Yeah.
I know you hate Lesnar coming back.
No, but that
coming back against Cena and the whole Lesnar guy. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I felt with that time, social media kind of took over, so everybody heard the rumors about him coming back, so that made you want to time to listen a little more.
I didn't know anything about it at the time.
I liked it.
I mean, I didn't hear it
especially
they did a very good job of keeping it quiet. There was rumors, but nothing like.
Because
their match at Extreme Rules was awesome.
Yeah,
it was really good.
Didn't Lesnar just lose in UFC recently to somebody at the time?
Yes. Well, actually, he just got back from, wasn't it the disease he had?
Disease, that's it.
I forgot what it was.
Mercer?
I don't know what it was, but I know, like, he almost died during a match.
Wasn't it a British disease?
No, it was something to do,
Wasn't it something they call it in the UK?
Yes, because Brock Lesnar's over in London all the time, because Sable's English.
His daughter is.
What is that supposed to mean?
Well, no,
are English people ugly? Is that what you're
That was sounding to me.
Well,
and Brock, I didn't say that for the record.
I didn't either.
My name is Little Steven.
It's actually something.
But that's my number 4, Lesnar and Cena. I just thought it was a great comeback.
I'm going to go a little old school for my number 4. I'm going to go 02 Rumble with Mr. Perfect. I thought that was pretty cool.
That was good. He finished
He was like top 4.
Yeah.
And he was still in shape. He looked good.
He looked good at that time.
So I thought that was pretty cool. I love Mr. Perfect when I was growing up.
And then he had like a little run. What was it in TNA? Didn't he?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He had a little run there. So I mean, guy looked good at the age. I don't know why he stopped, but like before.
Yeah.
I never understood that, but.
And he was one of the last 4 in, man. He just.
Because I think this is your Triple H one, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I like Mr. Perfect in it. Come on, everybody. I was kind of rooting for him.
Yeah, that's when Triple H he came back from that injury.
Stone Cold.
Yep.
Speaking of returns, Jericho's short hair return versus Orton at 07.
Yeah.
With the glow bright jacket.
I like that one.
Because there was no rumors at that one.
Yeah.
Because Jericho has always done a great job of keeping it secret.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I'm trying to remember. Is it that one I like, or is it?
I think it's a different one you like. The one with
I like where he ended Y2J. When he actually came back as the short-haired guy and he ended Y2J.
That was it.
Oh,
with the jacket, and he kind of.
No, I like that one because he recreated his character.
No, he completely recreated.
Yeah.
And like he went from the long hair, Canadian to this one. What's Ken White saying?
Number 4, James's hairline. Wait, it'll never ever return again. You had that coming. You made fun of his people. You made fun of his people.
Oh, I didn't make fun of his people. You know, the funny thing is, I have UK. I mean, I am from Wales. A little part of me's from Wales.
Oh.
See, you can only use that so many times.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I have family. I have ancestors.
Maybe he doesn't like people from Wales.
He don't like people. He's kind of rude. Anyway, that's my number 3. What's yours?
I'm gonna go. I forgot what year it was. It was Kane who returned against DX.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When he and Paul Bearer came back together.
I forgot about that one.
Cause didn't X-Pac took him out? And
Yeah.
he took his girl Tori at the time, and
Yeah, I remember that one because he left what? Because he had like a knee injury or something.
yeah, and had a new mask and everything, new
Yeah.
suit, and with
I
Paul
like that.
Bearer.
That was good.
He actually talks about that in the Stone Cold podcast.
Really?
He talks about how
I
much
definitely
that was his favorite return.
Cause
Was that time with Paul. So he still talks about that's like one of his favorites.
I thought it was cool when Paul came up with a red jacket. I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the red jacket.
He had a red jacket
'cause
on.
It was like, what is he doing?
That was a good one. I've got number 2, Edge, this year at 2020.
Okay.
I'm gonna add something new in here.
Okay. So my whole thing with that is I like the one that he did this year because Unreal. Like some people knew about it, but still, it was still
a good.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
it was still great.
definitely.
I want to say the one in 2007 though is really good too, or 2009. The one that
won the
where
when he beat Go to Jericho.
yeah,
Good.
that one was unexpected too because nobody thought that was gonna happen.
No, he came back from injury at that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one because I was like, Edge is back.
That one, like, I feel like I have to put both of those together because they were both shocking.
Yeah, well, the 2020 to me is different because there's 8-9 years
After, yeah.
You know, so
Well, yeah,
and
and-
you didn't think you was gonna see him.
Well, and he also said he was never coming back
Right.
because he couldn't. Like, he medically was not cleared to come back.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool that,
Yeah.
you know, he set up the emotion in his face when he came out at first. He was like, I'm back.
yeah.
And I like what they're doing with him now, like kind of like not having him on every week.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait to see him until the day before WrestleMania. It's
Yeah.
going to be great.
Oh yeah, no, he'll be back. He'll be back.
I know.
the week of.
I know.
Come on. I'll be back the week of. Yeah.
All right.
Number 2
My two?
for you.
I'm going to go Hardy Boys in last year WrestleMania, 2 years ago WrestleMania.
That was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't
No one
expect it
knew
to happen. Yeah.
No one knew that.
Because when the New Day announced it, I was like, it's going to be New Day. Great.
Yeah.
That's what I
Well,
thought.
At the time that happened, I mean, they were TNA. They left TNA. They were fighting Young Bucks all around
They
the
just
world.
fought them
Triple
day
A.
before, like 2 days before. That's what made it so.
It was just amazing how they showed up, and that place went crazy.
Did you
yeah.
see the story about how they kept it under wrestling? Nobody knew about it until.
Yeah, only, I think it was like only 10
Vince.
people knew about it. Like,
Yeah.
it was Vince, Triple H, and like, I think like a few of the staff, like handlers, knew
Like,
about it. That
I
was
don't
it.
even think New Day knew about it until they
No.
got out.
The,
No, they didn't know
Mhm.
anyway. They didn't announce them. That music just started playing.
Yeah.
I know
Because you
that.
saw Xavier Woods go crazy.
You saw Big E go nuts.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think the wrestlers were supposed to know about it, but but like the ones in the match, because
I
they knew
don't-
when it was a ladder match who was winning.
I don't know. You saw some. I mean,
Like, I saw Enzo's reaction. He looked like a kid.
Well, Enzo always has it.
That's a bad example, but I thought it was their reaction in the ring. I don't think some didn't know about it.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, that was a great one though. And then number 1 for me, of course, is 2007. No, it's not. I'm kidding. I was getting ready to because Ken likes to throw it at me. But that was a great one because he came back. That's the first time he came back from TNA.
Yeah.
And he went
Hey,
against Jack Swagger.
he had a good run
Yeah.
when he came back. He did.
Him and Orton had a great
You know,
run.
I mean, one more match, right? One more match. Just one more
It was
match.
before that.
Just
I'm talking about
one more
before that.
match.
I'm talking about he was against
I
Jack
know,
Swagger,
I know.
ECW for
Oh,
the
Swagger.
championship.
I hated how they ended that stuff.
But
yeah.
number 1 to me, of course, is Triple H.
Yeah.
Right.
That's-
Triple H came back in 2002, won the Rumble, Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, 2014 Triple H was great. Yeah. Oh, you're talking 2002.
Many times. No, 2014.
No, I think 2002 was probably his best return because we knew about it.
Yeah.
Because they did.
But he tore his quad.
Yeah, well, like we knew about it. Like they did the vignettes weeks before, and he came out the week before Rumble and said, "Hey, I'm going in," but no one expected him to win.
Yeah.
No one expected him to win, and I love the storyline they did because he was supposed to be a heel. They turned him face.
You
They
kind of
turned
have
him
to.
face because of
Against
just
Jericho and Steph.
like he even said himself. He goes, "I didn't think I was going to get the reaction I did." Like he didn't think people cared that much.
Oh,
They did.
man.
Oh, dude.
They did.
Roof blew off.
Yeah.
And that's when surprises. That to me is when surprises really started to kick in.
I think Vince knows that, oh, wow, I can do this with random guys.
Yep.
Talk to random guys now.
What about Stone Cold's? Oh wait, you still
Oh.
want to go?
My,
Sorry.
mine for me, probably 08 Rumble with John Cena.
Oh yeah,
That was good.
yeah, dude. Nobody
He was
knew.
number 30 and
Yeah, number 30 coming back from like a, what was it?
some reconstructive. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, and it just happened. What at SummerSlam? I think
Yeah.
it was. Or
We would come out later on, but he came out
Yeah.
earlier than expected.
That was a great one.
yeah, the thing that what was that one with Stone Cold? The one
Let
where he
me go
came
to
back.
it.
Okay.
I think I know which one you're talking about. I got 17. And somebody would give-
17.
Yeah, top 17. I don't know why it's top 17.
My God.
Hulk Hogan fights more foreigners.
Well,
That's against Muhammad and.
before Taker
Yeah.
started,
Shawn Michaels joins the NWO.
that's pointless.
I don't care about that one. I'm gonna skip 15. The Undertaker Judgment Day 2000 was huge because it was.
Was it American Badass version?
Yes, oh,
Yeah.
I love that one. Stone Cold Backlash 2000. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes.
When after he
Yeah, he
from
came back in the
surgery,
truck and everything, and nobody knew he was coming back. Yep.
He was out for 9 months.
Was that the one he almost said he was stuck in the truck with the fumes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And they say he almost killed me that day?
He did say that. Yes.
They got Triple H Raw 2002. That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, because he came back before the Rumble.
The Ultimate Warrior WrestleMania 8. That was horrible because he came back against
Hogan.
Paul Hunter Hearst Hemsley.
Oh
That
yeah,
match,
that
right?
WrestleMania.
I thought WrestleMania 12.
No, that was 12. Yeah, WrestleMania 12 was when he
Yeah.
faced.
8 was the one
Oh,
where
8. Okay.
Papa Shango ran in late.
Yes, you're right. Yes,
Oh
Papa Shango, thank you.
yeah, Shango.
Matt Hardy 05 against Edge.
I think the storyline made it better than him actually coming back.
Yes, I agree because I think the only reason that storyline was great because it was real.
Sting Uncensored 97.
Since
Yeah, Vigilante Sting when he came out with the Crow match.
Yeah. No, when he debuted as that Sting, I count that as a return because it was.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
we
that's a
count the
return.
Undertaker badass as a return. I count that as a return. When he came out and goes, "You're probably wondering what's going on with Sting. I ain't gonna let you know." And then you don't see him for months, and he comes out
Correct.
from the rafters just out of nowhere, like
Yes.
6 months later. Yeah, that was a big deal.
They did a great job with it, how they kind of show him in the Raptors, showing the Raptors just sitting there.
Yeah, and no one knew what was gonna when Sting coming back.
Because then
When's he
I
coming
remember
back?
he was pointing a bat at Raptors, pointing a bat at you.
Yeah,
They did
Yeah,
that.
I like that Sting, but I'm always the blonde hair.
Oh, yeah, that's-
Sting.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Vince McMahon Raw 2000 when he came back.
That's when we beat everybody up.
Yep.
Like through that fake fist, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
John Cena 08. And then The Rock 2011. We didn't talk about it when he came back.
He was Hollywood, right?
Yep, Hollywood. Oh, I love that one. Yeah, he came back as that one with the helicopter and all that.
Yeah, when he came back as Hollywood, that was cool.
So anyway, that's our top 5.
Okay.
Cool.
Candlelight, if you got any more, save it for next week.
Yeah, he's still stuck on the My People thing. So.
Oh my gosh, get over it. With the next week's top 5 Candlelight, since you were late, is next week is wrestling talk shows. Can be WWE, AEW. What's gonna be the first AEW talk show?
Something with either MJF, got a feeling, or
I'm better than you with MJF.
No, it should be Private Party.
they've been too drunk.
Man,
They shouldn't party. You know?
I'm tired of Private Party. I'm sorry.
Funeral Parlor, Piper's Pit, Barbershop, whatever. All right,
Cool.
let's
KO
go.
show.
Let's go into wrestling review real fast. Anything AEW stick out last week?
The belt with MJ.
The lashes. The
Yeah,
lashes
that's-
were kind of cool.
That was
The
cool.
way they did it. The way.
It was old school.
Yeah, I think it was cool. It's leading up to hopefully a really good match.
Mhm.
I really like how they're developing MJF. They're really developing him as a villain without Jericho. Like, he is a heel on his own. He doesn't have to be part of the Inner Circle or nothing.
And he's probably the worst villain right
Yeah,
now.
and some people are saying, like, because that's the thing, like, right now it's the Inner Circle is like the biggest heel faction, but MJF he's coming up there, man. Like, people are starting to really get into MJF. I am too. I think
Just
he's
now?
great. Well, no,
Where
but
you been?
what I'm saying is, like, now they're using him more.
Yeah.
Like, he's being, like, at first he was used as, like, okay,
Hold this and fight.
yeah, you're going to fight, you're going to say some words people are going to hate, and the crowd's going to love you because they're going to boo you. But now he's main eventing. He's been main eventing for the last, like, month now.
And what I like
So-
about he's only 22 years old.
Yeah, so that guy's going to be a champion. Like, he's going to be a future champion that needs to hold it for a while, too.
Well, like I told one of our friends and one of our viewers, Scott, MJF should have won the title first.
I agree.
Not Jericho.
Yeah.
It should be MJF.
I get you.
Because he was a heel. He was the heel from the get-go.
Yeah.
I get why they did it because Jericho's the name.
Yeah.
But to me, you want to be different.
I know.
And the way TNA did it with AJ Styles, you could have done the same thing with MJF,
You could've.
in my opinion.
And you could have had, like, Jericho, like, take him under his wing or something, and then have, like, MJF cross
Turn
Jericho.
heel, turn face.
Yeah, you could have done that.
Or
it
Cody.
is a way.
You could turn
That's true.
Cody heel. Because
Yeah.
American Nightmare should kind of be heel. anyway.
Cody has to
Right.
be heel at some point in his career. He
Right.
will.
But I get why he's not, because it's
Yeah.
his company,
They-
his dad.
See, I
his,
think he
you
should
know-
have been. He should have been the champion in the first place.
No,
I would've
no,
liked
I like him
no.
not wanting to win. In my
No,
opinion.
I don't think he should
Yeah.
have went first, because I think that would have set a bad precedent.
Well, it's like what we said with, like, the Young Bucks. We didn't want to see them win the champion or the tag team champion first, and they didn't. They
Mhm.
haven't won it yet,
Right.
and I think that's great. You know, I know they're gonna win it eventually, but
And that's fine.
Yeah,
They
it's
should
fine.
be the get-go.
Like
Yeah.
I like the elite kind of stuff back then. Everybody else kind of cool.
yeah, and I do love how they're putting Adam Page right now. So I
Oh, I
watched
love the
being
beard thing.
being the elite as well. So
Mhm.
on being elite, he's acting like a drunken fool the whole time.
Yep.
But there's problems with them. Like, he's actually he's distancing
he
himself
wants
away
to
from the
be
elite,
out, but
which is great.
Yeah.
But I think that's great. So
it's kind of a good way they're doing it, not making him like a true.
he's a tweener.
Yeah.
I
he's
love
a
what
tweener.
they're doing with NGF. I hope they keep doing
Yeah.
it. I mean, that's my big thing. AEW this past week. It was old school. I liked it. I want to see more. I ain't gonna say freshly squeezed. Don't worry, Orange
Mhm.
Cassidy.
Yeah.
I'm
Next champion. Woo! Can't wait.
I'm curious what they do with Dark Order. I'm kind of figuring where they're going with
I'm
that.
interested
I'm
in
just
that.
curious.
I have a feeling it might be the guy. CD might be in the Dark Order.
No,
That's what they're.
it's gonna probably be Luke Harper at some point.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
already signed, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he did. Let's go to NXT. Anything NXT last week? Charlotte Flair showed up. Bianca
That was my
Belair.
biggest thing. Just I love the whole Charlotte coming back, and I love this feud. This is great. You want to make NXT the third brand? This is how you do it. You put a main A-lister guest or a star on your brand, and that's how you do it. And Ripley, she'll probably win.
Yeah, we
And I
had
think
Finn
she
Balor.
No,
But I got
yes, but you know what I mean by
Yeah, I
that.
got you.
Like, Charlotte is. This is it.
So real
This is
fast, who wins this Sunday? Because NXT Takeover is Sunday at 7:30 against the All-Star game.
Sunday.
Yeah, Ripley.
Ripley wins.
Yeah, and I think Charlotte helps somehow.
Charlotte helps.
Yeah,
And then it's getting a ring. They're probably going to headline, I think.
yeah.
They should. I'm fine with
I
that.
don't know if they'll hit. You think they're gonna headline
Over
WrestleMania?
China.
I-
Oh, not
Oh,
WrestleMania.
Portland.
Yeah,
Oh,
Portland.
yeah. I can
They're
see that.
finally in Portland.
Just an NXT, but just
Yeah.
take over.
SmackDown real fast. We got a couple minutes. SmackDown to me, Baron Corbin and all that.
It's running to the ground.
Yeah, Samoa Joe. I know they're trying to finish the rivalry at Super SmackDown.
Super Samoa Joe.
Showdown.
I love Super Samoa Joe.
But the Super Showdown, of course, the big news is Goldberg against The Fiend. I don't care. The Fiend's going to win this match.
I hope. That's what we said about KO.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, man. I'm worried. I'm worried they're gonna give him that belt, and I hope they don't.
They won. And the other thing, Raw last night, Becky Lynch got bit by Shayna Baszler. I thought that was great.
They did too much. It was a cool idea.
It was a cool idea, but they gave her too much blood, and she looked like a vampire at the end. It's like she bit up like half her skin or something. There was nothing.
She did.
Now I like Raw. I watched a little bit of Raw. Angel Garza, I like his character.
Angel Garza, I like.
Angel Garza's great.
Reminds me, everybody keeps saying Eddie Guerrero. It does kind of to me.
Reminds me of his actual, what was it? His dad or his cousin Garza.
Hector Garza.
Hector Garza. He's kind of like he's got that luchador style.
That's very true.
He's kind of like a little bit of Rio in him too, with the cockiness too.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah. That's what I like about it. So.
I like him a lot. I think.
Yeah, I love this U.S. title with the lucha feel in it. I like it. I think it's great right now. So I just don't know what they're gonna do. I feel like it's gonna be like 5 people at WrestleMania against each other. You know,
might be a ladder match. I won't be surprised.
That's what it's like leading up to right now.
So anything else stand out on any of those shows this past week? You guys, we got. What?
Mojo Rawley losing his Mickey Mouse title.
That was great, by the way. Randy Moss, okay.
I'm curious what he'll do Aleister Black. I feel his character's kind of stuck in purgatory.
Yeah, like
it is.
What are you gonna do? Because you moved Buddy Murphy up. I don't know what else you gonna do.
I think you gotta just give it time.
The Messiah's killing it as always.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins.
No, I do like it.
I wish it had Aleister Black join with KO and Samoa Joe and somebody else. The Black Ribbon is kind of was random.
I agree.
Yeah.
Let's go into what ifs. This week's what ifs. I will tell you a minute. Is this the one I'm going to do?
Played it earlier.
Nope. Where is it?
It's not it.
Take 2.
Take number 2 here. I actually had it. Hold on a second. I'm pulling it back.
Oh yeah, well you're right, Mr. Candlelight. It's not Buddy. It's just Murphy apparently. Now.
Oh yeah, they changed it.
I do hate when they do that. I really hate when they do
Did the
that.
same thing with Andrade.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to do the song now? I'm fine with the Flair part, but why? Why the
Because it's Dirty Dutch Retail.
Oh
it's
my
Dirty
gosh.
Dutch.
Yeah, that is Dirty Dutch.
He's talking about Pussycat Dolls.
Did you just find like the most outrageous Dutch like quote you ever could? Oh my god.
Do you know how hard it was to find? This was on a VHS tape, alright? I had to go back and look.
What did you have to do? Had to go back and like record it.
Take 2, take 3.
Yeah. Alright, real fast, what if couples, alright, in wrestling? Give me one couple that you would love seeing together on screen.
Well, not
throughout wrestling history.
Not Becky Lynch and the Man.
Well, no, you can't do that.
or the guy, whatever it was.
That would have made a great. I'm talking about like a Steph and Triple H power.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
We can't say Charlotte Flair and
Andrade.
almost. Yeah, we can't Andrade.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna put them ever on TV together.
No, they don't. You know what I want to see? I know they're actually a real couple behind scenes. I would love to see Vega and Aleister Black together. She has that wicked. She could be that type of manager for him. Like, cause he doesn't have to talk. He talks great.
Yeah.
I actually like the way he talks. But the thing is, I don't think he needs to.
She could be any manager she wants.
She could start her own stable with.
Actually, to be honest, she needs to start a stable. That is.
When I saw her with Angel Garza, I was like, this might be something they could think.
She is great. Yeah. She is great in the community.
Stop.
No, she's really good. I'm just saying.
What community is that? James?
She was great in the fight with the family.
Oh yeah,
that's
AJ Lee, yeah.
But no, she is actually really
That
good.
is what I would have liked to see. I know we saw a glimpse of it, but CM Punk and AJ Lee, like an actual storyline behind it.
You did kind of with Daniel Bryan.
But that's everybody else too, though.
Yeah, there was too many people. But when she got Kane involved, I was just like, come on.
To me, John Cena was like,
I would have liked the scene. I mean, I'm glad we didn't really. We saw Nikki and John on
I didn't
Team
like that
Up. I didn't like it either.
If Tess never died and partnered with Stephanie.
Tess and Steph.
I mean,
They did a good job with how they incorporate.
Yeah, they did a good job with that.
yeah.
Trying to think.
I mean,
You know, been a cool one back in the Attitude Era, like Jacqueline and like Baruch kind of go against like the other
Yeah.
couples.
Oh,
With Nation Domination,
Oh,
have
oh
that.
no, you put Jacqueline with Farouk. Oh yeah.
oh, that would
Woo.
be great.
You gotta think
Or
about it.
Ahmad.
Right,
Hmm?
yeah.
Yes, Jacqueline.
That whole Nation Domination thing going
Ahmad
against,
Johnson.
against,
Jacqueline,
like,
Ahmad Johnson.
you know,
Oh my Johnson.
think about
Oh,
Sabo
my
and
God.
Mark Merrow against Baruch and
Yeah.
Jacqueline or whatever. Just been a cool little.
Yeah,
She could have been good valet for them.
that would have been cool. And I can't really think of any at that time.
Yeah.
What about what about CM Punk and Beth Phoenix? Because they were a couple off screen.
I think CM Punk.
AJ Styles and Mickey James.
Yeah.
No, Mickey James been around the works.
CM
Yeah.
Punk and I had a name. I forgot what I was thinking. Crap.
I'm sorry, guys.
Very good.
Uh,
CM Punk and Paige would have been cool together.
I would have actually liked to see the Christian and Trish Stratus thing take off.
That was all.
That would have been
was
hilarious.
The whole Jericho thing.
Yeah, like if they actually would have like capitalized on that, that would have been awesome.
That was the
I would love to see
hottest
that.
look I've ever seen a woman give. It was after that WrestleMania 20 when she turned around and was like, "Oh yeah, I just did that."
And the family.
That was crazy, yeah.
Jeff Hardy and Trish?
Nah.
It wasn't like that.
No.
You want to do mixed league together? You do like somebody like Jeff Hardy and Rosemary. How crazy!
The Sandman and Missy Hyatt?
It's easy to
That was
hear.
actually a thing.
Yeah.
Jamie Noble and Layla were a thing. Cody Rhodes and Caitlyn was a thing.
Ooh, that would have been.
That would have been nice on TV.
Yeah.
Smoking
Especially
mirrors
during
with-
his like the beautiful Cody Rhodes or whatever, the dashing Cody Rhodes. Excuse me. That would have been a perfect like little stable, like the perfect people.
Yep.
Kind of like the beautiful people before it was the beautiful people.
Now they're just beautiful and get off stage.
Ooh, Stacy Keibler and Orton is what Mr. Candlelight says.
That's a good
That's
one.
actually not a bad one. I would like to see that.
What about Adam Rose and Becky Lynch? They were actually
Of course they were.
Part of Rose. I mean, I believe it.
Hey man.
you see who else is beside Becky,
Hey.
right?
Hey.
You see who's beside
Yeah.
Becky?
Yeah.
You
Don't
know
be a
who that
lemon.
is, right?
Don't be a lemon, okay?
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, isn't it Cross?
No, that's Tessa.
Is that Tessa?
That's Tessa Blanchard.
We don't talk about her.
You
Until she gets out of a dying company, I don't really want to talk to her.
Do you know Mickey James is on this list 4 times?
She got around.
No kidding.
Her and John Cena did
What
that
about
whole thing.
here's the one: Melina and Batista. Because
Was
they
it?
were
Ooh,
backstage.
I don't know if I would have ever wanted to see that. Oof.
She fit Eminem. I don't think her and Batista really.
Oof.
It would fit today.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
about Dana Brooke and Batista? I know that happened.
It'd be funny.
That would actually be cool because she is like she's
They're
the
kinda
fitness
weight,
kind of
yeah.
like weight lifting kind of person. That would kind of be cool.
What about Sonny and Shawn Michaels?
No. That just at the time though that would work, but then she did the whole
Sonny and
smoking
Shawn.
guns.
Oh Lord.
That'd been a lot of controversy because
Oh man.
I wanted to see who was it? Missy Hyatt with back in the '90s with Lex Luger.
What if we actually saw Hogan and Miss Elizabeth without
Macho Man.
Macho Man?
What about Hogan and Sherry?
Nah, I don't think they fit.
Like, what if actually Hogan turned and like went with Miss Elizabeth kind of thing, like turned on his partner
Instead
and all
of
that.
yeah.
Like, I mean, I know he was never gonna go heel in WWF
Okay.
at that time,
Yeah.
but could you imagine it?
Mhm.
Like, oh my gosh.
Sasha Banks and Seth Rollins.
Ooh, yeah, Brian Pillman and Terry. If that was like, if it actually happened, ooh.
Oh, Becky Lynch and Sheamus.
The hour. Let's put Finn Balor instead.
Yeah. At least Finn Balor and Becky would make way more sense.
Yeah.
You just want to see it because they're both gingers.
Power couple for.
Actually,
Ginger's
no. Actually, the perfect couple we didn't talk about: Sheamus and Paige, the pastries.
That's harsh. On that.
What?
note.
So that is it for that. Let's go to wrestling history real fast. This ain't wrestling history. Pillman, we had David Von Erich, Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig passed away this day.
Really?
This week. And
Wow.
years ago. All right, let's wrap it up. Y'all got anything else?
No, man.
I'm good to go.
Hey, man, thanks for joining the show.
Yeah,
Hey,
thank
had a
you.
good time.
It was awesome.
Thank you.
If I'm ever free on Tuesday nights, let me know.
Yeah,
All right.
we will.
You are listening to Wrestling with Attitude. Miss Kenlight will see you later. There you go.
Mark Henry and Mae Young.
Oh, shoot me. I should be more like a player and like having with different girls each week.
Hey,
Yeah.
do me a favor.
Yeah, what's up?